Good work extinguishing those signal fires. You were clearly in time. There's no sign of an impending Dominion attack. We didn't stop the attack, you did. You've given us crucial time to bring in reinforcements. Now we can repel this invasion before it gains a foothold. We owe you one for this. Good job! I'll send word to Sir Hadir that the situation is stable for now.
I'm injured.
A little help. Ambushed. Of all the stupid luck. I barely got out of there alive. Our scouting party was ambushed. With all the fighting and confusion, we got separated. Now I'm too badly hurt to find my scouts. Really? That would ease my mind. Curse these wounds, or I'd go along with you. The last time I saw my scouts, they were retreating toward the tower. They're raw recruits, and I'm worried about them. Send anyone you find to the base of the tower. I saw the other scouts run up the stairs toward the tower. Watch out. The place is crawling with Dominion troops. We were sent to gather information on the Dominion presence at Farwatch. I can confirm that they're here in full force, and they certainly know how to fight. It's out of the way, and makes a great base of operations. They can signal their ships from the tower. Unless our luck changes quickly, they can use the tower to launch a full-scale invasion of Glenumbra.
Didn't think I'd make it. I barely made it into hiding before more of those bastards showed up. But by the 8, it's good to see a friendly face. Yes, I can make it. I even have information to pass on to my commander, so the scouting mission won't be a complete failure.
I thought I was done for. Thanks for finding me. Yes, I think so. But what about Cecile? She was ahead of us and I saw her get captured. They took her toward the camp on the beach. We can't leave without her.
Nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting. Whew, that was a bit of a warm-up.
You arrived just in time. Not too badly. Luckily, you got here ahead of their interrogator. Thanks for freeing me. Now we have to look for the others. Good to see you again. I hate to think what would have happened to me if you hadn't come along. That we did, thanks to you. Now that we're all back together, we have a better chance to put an end to this Dominion incursion.
All safe and sound, thanks to you.
Good to see you again.
Thanks for finding the missing scouts. I wasn't sure I'd see them alive again.
why I use the bank. Nice hole. Morrowind has an eye on you.
Dead, and without a scrap of treasure to my name. You there! You can see me? Who am I? Why, I am Richard Dusant, famous adventurer and treasure hunter. At least, that's who I was, before the cultists in Dress and Keep killed me. I was in the ruins, searching for the treasure, you see. The renowned treasure of Dress and Keep, of course! You could finish my quest for me. There are 3 statues, the heralds. Take the offerings I brought in my backpack and present them to the proper heralds. That should open a passage under the well. Now listen carefully. There will be a lot to remember. The histories I read never specified, but it said that the greatest treasure of the Breton kingdoms was stored here. The heralds are 3 engraved statues that each offer a riddle. You must place an offering before each herald. The statues are the Herald of Thirst, the Herald of Memory, and the Herald of Illumination. There are a number of possible offerings in my bag. Take my backpack and see if you can match the offerings to the correct heralds. Engravings on the statues provide clues about which offerings they will accept. Yes, the bastards! I tried to sneak past them, but, well, you see how well that turned out. Being a ghost has put a bit of a damper on my adventuring career.
I don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to.
Worthy of the treasure of
didn't know you were interested in that genre. I'll have to remember.
Tarselanen. Je epeia ven. Eve esgravia lambe ye lael. Ne goria. Heka. Dilia ye metana. Gandra lambe sino. 3 turns. I told you to go. How fortunate for you. But no one ever considers the wants and desires of a ghost. Oh, very well. Let's get this over with. What a presumptuous question. Such temerity. You are very rude, just like my brothers. They bound me here. They were jealous of my powers. Yes, I intended to aid the Direni against the Alessians. I hoped to get land from King Relethiel as a reward. My brothers bound me here, so I could not participate. They never returned for me. They did. Well, I'm glad to hear that, at least. Forgive me. I have been languishing alone for a long time. Can you release me? You would need to destroy the relics that bind me. The seal of anchoring, the animus needle, and the soul prison.
Who is it? Who comes to these ancient corridors after all these years? You are the first to come here in many long centuries, since this place was sealed. I despaired of anyone ever finding their way here. I am the High Librarian of Dresden Keep. I was charged with protecting our greatest treasure, the combined histories of the earliest days of High Rock. Do be careful with these books, they are in pristine condition. Indeed, our patron is Hermaeus Mora, the scryer of the heavens and he who determines the tides of fate. These treasures have been sealed away for too long. Hoarding knowledge is worse than hoarding gold, or so our patron has decreed. Take this index. It contains the names of all the volumes and scrolls the keep contains. You must give the Dresden Index to someone who can make use of it, such as a scholar of magic. Like a civilized person, you may leave through the door on the far side of the vault. No need to use the well again. The ward on the gate has been broken, and the door will open now.
I can feel the grip of those accursed anchors releasing. After all this time, I am free. In truth, I do not know. My people are long gone. I could move on to Aetherius, or I could remain in Tamriel. See what became of the land after the Elysians were defeated. You have shown me that I am as much a relic as the objects in this vault. A thing of the past, adrift. It is time to go. I shall find Aetherius, and at long last, peace.
Certain likes a quick study. Can never have enough of that.
You've returned. What did you find? Was it jewels? Ivory? Gold? What? There's no fabulous treasure? There's no gold? I died for a bunch of moldy old books? Ah, cruel fate. I wish I had a book before all this that would have told me what was in this stupid old keep. I plan to meet my friend Belinway in Aldcroft after I recovered the keep's treasures. She's in the Mages Guild. I suppose you could tell her what you found. And tell her what happened to me, I guess. Indeed. I know she'll be interested in what you discovered. Like all members of the Mages Guild, she's always been more attracted to stuffy old books than to gold or jewels. Ah well, I suppose it's time for me to move on. Farewell.
Hey, you there. Greetings, citizen. I seem to have suffered a temporary setback. I could use a bit of help. These blood-thorn cretins ambushed me, and while I was on a mission of incredible importance, there were dozens of them, but I didn't go down without a fight. What will the Lion Guard do without me? The orc that sits before you, represents the future of the Lion Guard. I am Recruit Gorak, pride of New Orsinium. Please untie me. We have work to do. We must recover the General's dispatch and return to Captain Vistra. I took a beating when the Bloodthorns grabbed me. I won't be much help in a fight, but I'll cheer you on.
Was that the last of them? Oh, thank feck. Nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting.
Thank you. I'll take the dispatch to Captain Vistra. Find me later.
Some competition.
I owe you a drink.
You interested in...
I'm led to believe you're the one to thank for Gorak's safe return. He even retrieved the General's dispatch. Recruit Gorak claims that you helped him defeat of cultists and recovered the dispatch from a foul necromancer. Is this true? Ah, I thought he might be telling tall tales. Still, what Gorak did was brave. Stupid, but brave. Thank you for finding Gorak, stranger. I shudder to think what those cultists would have done to him. Gorak, you took the initiative and did your best. You aren't quite ready for the Lion Guard, but you're close.
I understand, Captain. I'll double my efforts and make you proud. You can count on me.
Gorak may be ready one day, but today is not that day.
I may have exaggerated a bit. My apologies.
My enchantments are superior to anything you'll find anywhere else in the city. Of course, quality will cost you more, but trust me, it's worth it. Bella's silky breeches! Look at the books on this list. This is unprecedented. Where did Richard find such a thing? What a remarkable discovery. Spirit? Ah, Richard. I knew you would get yourself killed one of these days chasing your beloved treasures. I spent many an evening listening to his tales of adventure. I shall miss him dearly. The Dressen Index? Remarkable! I'm sad that Richard died, but the information in the keep will be invaluable to our scholars. Thank you for this. And here's something for your trouble. What a magnificent find! I doubt Richard appreciated its value, though. He sought treasure, not knowledge. I'll see that the Dressen Index winds up in the proper hands.
Is there anything you can tell me? My son left a couple days ago, and I haven't heard from him since.
Did you hear that someone purged the corruption from the Weird Tree?
Please, I need to find out about my son.
I have as much sympathy as the next soldier, but I don't think I can take much more of this woman's incessant whining.
Oh, yes, I heard they're going to try to retake Camlorn. What is it? I'm afraid we've got a bit of an emergency at the moment. I don't know anyone who goes by that name, I'm afraid. Our Duke was kidnapped. Perhaps she was taken along with him. I certainly wouldn't put it past those bloodthorn bastards. We have a bit of a situation with Duke Sebastian of Camlorn. Perhaps you'd be willing to help extract the Duke from a rather precarious situation. Our bumbling town watch allowed the Duke to get kidnapped, that's what happened. Please, you look like you can handle yourself. Surely someone with your talents can help us. The damn Bloodthorn cult. With Camlorn in chaos and the Duke out of action, who knows what the cult intends? At least the Lion Guard finally arrived. Speak to Lieutenant Harim if you want to help. Last I heard, he was near the lighthouse. Lieutenant Harim was scouting near the lighthouse. Maybe he's figured out where the Bloodthorns are holding the Duke by now. Why, His Grace is the Duke of Camlorn. What else is there to say? He loves his people and they love him. He was driven out of Camlorn by Foul Chew and his werewolves. Now he reigns in exile from Aldcroft. Well, at least he did before the kidnapping. I could guess. With most of our force besieging Camlorn, we're stretched thin, and frankly, the local watch isn't much use. With the Duke gone, the enemy can take Aldcroft. Then they hit our troops at Camlorn from the rear, but I'm just guessing. Foul Chew's a terrible brute. He leads the werewolves that invaded Camlorn and forced the rightful rulers to flee for their lives.
The Lion Guard showed up and practically took over. I've been with the town watch for a long time, and I've never seen Aldcroft this busy. The Lion...
Nice hole.
Watch yourself. This place is thick with Bloodthorn cultists. I could use a seasoned warrior. There's no point relying on the local watch. They're simply not up to the job. The Duke's in the lighthouse guarded by Bloodthorns. I was waiting for reinforcements to arrive before making a move. You're a bold one. Very well. When the reinforcements get here, we'll make sure none of the cultists slip away. And if your plan doesn't work, we'll drink a toast to your memory later in the tavern. We were sent to provide more security for the Duke and to keep something like this from happening. It's too bad we didn't arrive sooner. The local watch just wasn't prepared to deal with the Bloodthorns.
In a big family, you have to know how to scrap.
You don't look like a Bloodthorn cultist. I assume this is a rescue attempt. Divines be praised. The cultists trapped me with these focus crystals. I'm a bit of a mage myself, but I'm powerless inside this ward. I'm free. Now to get out of here. But there's one more thing. Thanks, friend. But I'm not the cult's only prisoner. I overheard the cultists talking. They have a prisoner who's a threat to the werewolf leader Falchu. They plan to execute her. If she really is a threat, then it seems crucial that we rescue her. Very good. I'll return to Altcroft. Meet me there after you rescue this mysterious woman.
My executioner? You couldn't lift the axe, let alone deal with all the blood. Splendid. Cut me loose. We'll kill these Bloodthorn dogs and then go after Falchu and his werewolves. Sebastian? We don't have time for... Oh, very well. We'll talk to the Duke. Let's go, then. No time to waste. Let's just say I have some inside knowledge that can help us put an end to the mangy dog. Now get me out of these ropes. My thanks, friend. That was too close for comfort. I'll meet you in Aldcroft.
What are we going to do with refugees from Camlorn? And what about Hircine's curse? I heard that some of the refugees are actually werewolves.
Here I am, safe and sound back in Altcroft. I have you to thank for that. Yes, and I share her concerns about both Camlorn and Altcroft. We must deal with these werewolves once and for all. In fact, I hope to involve you in that. Gloria suspects Falchu's agents are here among us, even now. Indeed, they hide in human form. It's exactly what they did in Camlorn before they struck. We need to find and destroy them before Aldcroft suffers the same fate as poor Camlorn. Gloria says this amulet can be used to reveal the hidden werewolves. I'm sure she can tell you more about it.
You saved my husband. I can't thank you enough for that. I'm truly in your debt.
I was so worried about Father. How brave you were to rush in there and save him.
I know why you're here, but where I got that amulet is a discussion for another time. Just be careful. The werewolves won't appreciate having their secrets revealed. I'm no expert, but Hircine is the Daedric prince of man-beasts. The amulet bears the call of Hircine. Werewolves can't resist its call. It forces them to reveal their true nature. Pretty useful, right? Don't you know anything? Hircine, the creator and guardian of all were-creatures? Hircine's call. Well, it calls to their true nature. Reveals them for the beasts they really are. What of it? Don't you have some werewolves to go find? Fair enough. All right, here's the dark truth. I'm related to Falchu. He's my ancestor. Every day, my family and I live with the shame of the horrors he inflicted on the world. And now he's back. So I hunt werewolves, and I kill them.
The Weird Sisters know much more about healing than I do. Thank you for helping them.
The spirits of the tree told me to follow you. They spoke of great suffering in Aldcroft. I'm here to aid in any way that I can.
Hello again. We decided that a few of us should come to help the refugees here.
There are some
Welcome to the docks. Feel free to hoist a crate and join the party.
Why did you do that? What was that odd light?
Pain. It hurts. Aldcroft must fall. For Claw and Fang.
I heard Bloodthorn assassins tried to kill King
Why did you
Cassidy.
do that? What was that odd light?
A new shipment of fleas has just arrived.
I don't like the look of some of these refugees.
It burns! My skin! It's on! Poor Falchu! For victory!
Why did you do that? What was that odd light?
These refugees don't make our work any easier.
What? What's happening? We have been discovered. Attack! Attack! I don't. I'll chew on your bones and gulp your blood.
That was strange. What just happened?
That was strange. What just happened?
It burns! My skin! It's on! I'll chew on your bones and gulp your blood!
they here? Are Falchu's cursed offspring here in Aldcroft? So Gloria was right. I suppose I should have known. At least we'll be better prepared this time. And it seems I'm once again in your debt. At least now we know what we're facing. Meanwhile, Gloria has discovered something important about how Falchu came to power. Gloria says that Falchu was summoned back from the dead. If that could happen once, how can we hope to stop this villain? Anyway, to learn more, Gloria needs a live werewolf. Can you capture one for her? Talk to Sergeant Armoil. His soldiers faced werewolves in Camlorn, and they captured one of the beasts. He can advise you. Then meet Gloria in the cave to the east across the bay. That's where she'll perform the rite to learn how to defeat Falchu.
As soon as you catch a werewolf, meet me in the cave across the bay. I hate to miss the fun of the hunt, but I have to prepare the cave for our reluctant guest. Falchu died a long, long time ago. He was summoned back from the dead. I want to find out who to blame for that. You can read the history of a werewolf's sire from the blood of his offspring. That's why we need to capture a werewolf. If that was a joke, I don't think it was very funny. Go capture me a werewolf. I got things to do.
Did you hear that the Duke of
What do you want?
I'm tired of defending this backwater. There's work to be done in Camlorn and... Oh, sorry. I thought you were one of my soldiers. Ah, right. That's not what I expected to hear. We did capture a werewolf at Camlorn. For a little while, anyway. My battle mage Lexi did it. She should be able to help you. Lexi, front and center, if you please.
Right. So here's how we capture a werewolf. You fight the beast and keep it busy. Meanwhile, I cast the spell that entraps it. Just do your part and leave the magic to me. I'm an expert. I think that time I overdid it. Let's find another one. No, I haven't. Mud crabs. Now we need another werewolf. It worked! Well, that should hold the ugly cur.
Nothing wrong with a little
Take the werewolf
opportunistic harvesting.
I'll tell Sergeant Armoil it worked. You caught one. Good. Let's get him into the circle. I'll create a link between the three of us. We'll be able to see into the werewolf's past, and hopefully into Falchu's past as well. The connection between offspring and sire is strong.
Now the legendary werewolf lord shall fulfill Molag Bol's true purpose. Arise, minion! Arise from the dead.
I serve no one, Reachman!
Serve or suffer, cur. I have bound you to my will. Blenumbra's destruction is your only goal.
Today I submit to you, Ankov. But one day soon, I will rip out your heart and eat it whole.
Empty boasts from Molag Bol's newest slave. Come, Falchu. We have business to attend to.
So, it was Angoff. I thought I smelled the stench of true evil. You saw what I saw. In order to stop Falchu for good, we need to put an end to Angoff. A tall order, but it's not impossible. Wait. The werewolf apparently has something to say.
Fools. Your Duke has been blessed with Hircine's curse. He will destroy everything he loves. You have failed. Angoff has sealed your fate.
The Duke was infected? I was afraid of that, but I hoped I was wrong. I've been keeping an eye on him in case the change came over him. Falchu has been ahead of me every step of the way. This failure falls on my head, but we can resolve this here and now. I need to die, and you need to take my blood. We're wasting time. I need to die so you can take my blood. If administered in time, the blood of the Master can cure his spawn. You know I'm Falchu's descendant. If the Duke drinks my blood, he'll be cured of the curse. Damn it! I hope your noble attitude doesn't get everyone else killed. All right. I guess I'll stay alive long enough to see this through. Let's go before it's too late. I'll meet you in Aldcroft.
Can never have enough of that.
I'm sorry. I should have told you. I thought I could fight it off. I was wrong. Yes, I quite understand. I ask but one favor. Let me say farewell to my wife and daughter. They're just inside. It will only take a moment. Then you can do what you must. Why, you heartless... I'll never see my family again!
That was unexpected. Why did you change your mind? You really are an old softy. Well, I've got him, I think. Normally I'd never keep a werewolf as a pet, but in this case, perhaps you're right. If we can cure the Duke, that would certainly be better than killing him. I'm sure Falchu would call mercy a weakness, but I think it shows strength of character. We're going to need such strength in the days ahead. Falchu's already been brought back to life once. We need to make sure that can't happen again. The Duke had Mages Guild researchers working on that problem. They're trying to find out how Falchu originally died. If you want to help, they're at Glenember Moors, the battle site where Falchu died the first time.
I wish I was more of a fight. I should never have suggested fleeing to Aldcroft. Brilliant idea, LeBlanc. Now they're gone. All the women in our group, kidnapped by cultists and dragged off into the fen. At the moment being useless. I wish we'd stayed in Camlorn. At least my sister would still be with me. We were heading to Aldcroft, but ran into trouble. Bloodthorn cultists swarmed in and grabbed all the women traveling with us. One of the cultists said something about a hag coven. I don't want to think about what that might mean for my sister. Poor Bethany. I sent the other men to the Weiris camp nearby. The Weirises were kind enough to help us after the attack. Cultists? Bogs? Bugs as big as my head? Why, oh why did I ever leave the city? I'll do my best to answer, friend. It's our good luck you happened by when you did. A Lion Guard? They can't even defend Camlorn. That must sound bitter. Well, you're talking to someone who lost everything. We had nice homes, shops, comfortable lives. Now look at us.